Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to get this game going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Come to the line for a second down and very short now. Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Let's go.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back, it's Garcia. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the Aggies will try to keep this drive moving.
Get set, get set.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On the ready.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll take a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. It was a foot race, and he won it. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He stays alive. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Toss play to the outside. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Garcia. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Aggies pick up enough for a first down here. And he drops back in the gun. The tight end has got it. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Hampton. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
And the Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The escape, and the sophomores got him for a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. And there's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Here we go.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Woods. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Chris, you just can't say enough good things about this defense. Backed up near their own goal line, you're thinking about probably going to give up a touchdown, but instead, not only to stop them, but to come up with a loss.
On the set.
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
14, Ohio State, 0.
Got it. Now.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Set.
Looking downfield, it's Garcia. And they get the completion. Touchdown, A&M. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Yankee blue. Get set. Get set.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And Texas A&M Aggies will take over first and 10.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, we see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Okay, ready?
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Slam.
Back to throw. It's Garcia. There's contact on the throw. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Ready up.
1st and 10 play coming up.
Spider.
They're going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Ready, set.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He hands it to the back. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On the double.
2nd down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On the set.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Got it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
Texas A&M 21, Ohio State.
Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. The shotgun handoff here. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. To throw, it's Garcia. The pass rush closing in. Down he goes, a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Backed up here, second and long from the 15. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Now the 40. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
Ready, set.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On the
The
double.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it from the gun. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Secondary.
On the set. Moves.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Near the 48-yard line. Third down coming.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll hand it off. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Ready.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down.
Get set. Get set.
Back to throw. It's Garcia. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle, but first down. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Campbell. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Texas A&M 28, Ohio State 7.
The Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. And misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it second and medium. And they'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now.
Easy.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a play by this quarterback. We're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a 1st down, but a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Garcia. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long.
Razor, razor. Cut. Clear.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. You get to a third down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Garcia. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Okay, ready?
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10.
Moves. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Picks up 4. Brings up third down.
Ready up.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
Flex.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. He's going to take off. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, but boy, he gave him a chance.
And the Aggies will send the punt team onto the field.
To kick it away.
And they'll just down it right here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled at the 32, that's enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. A change of direction. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. And he pulls Pulls in the catch. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Ready up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Ohio State 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Bringing pressure. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
On the double.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
QB decides to keep it here.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Moffitt. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking to throw. It's Garcia.
That is a close call, almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
The Aggies will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he's able to send the punt away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 half.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. Who makes the grab? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Sack makes it 3rd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down and 10 now.
Easy.
Dropping back, it's Garcia. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go through this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
He's tackled at the 27. Second down coming up.
An important second down play coming up. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.